Look at the
Meow. Is he, how old is he? And it's a special Bengal cat. And in Japan, this is considered a very auspicious
he comes from the best
and his
cat in
print is
India.
very vaccinated. Arigato. Arigato. This is Meow. Not Meow. It's Meow.
It's movie, okay?
So cute.
Oh my god. Just moment, where are you going?
Hi, my name is SHURTHI. I live in Mysore and I run a yoga boutique store called Sai Yoga. And a few years back, my husband and me visited Japan as he came on some work. My husband manages the electronics companies of my family business, and one of our customers invited us and they got us the tickets to come to Japan. My favorite place was Kyoto because it had a lot of history to it. And I also enjoyed Mount Fuji. But I did have a few bad experiences with the food in Japan because I just couldn't find anything vegetarian for me because I'm a vegetarian Indian, and my husband enjoyed the fish and the sushi, which I don't eat. So in certain places I did struggle. Of course, I really enjoyed Tokyo and the Gujarati restaurant that I found there, and I had Indian Gujarati food.
Really? In Tokyo? Which part?
But I really had to search for it on Google
obviously.
Maps. Yes. But I loved Japan overall, and I think people are very classy there. They dress very beautifully, and I really like the products that you'll make. Everything is of good quality. I will be visiting Japan once again with my friends and have a different experience because I have a very close Japanese friend who's going to show us Japan in a very different way.
Okay, Fuji. Okay, but you should share honest impression about Mount Fuji when you saw the Mount Fuji.
India has amazing mountains, and Mount Fuji seemed really tiny compared to Mount Everest. So I was a bit disappointed. It's quite commercialized. But yeah, it's every country has its own beauty. I don't want to criticize too much.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I miss the cherry blossom season, so I definitely want to see Japan when there are cherry blossom trees.
Okay, great.
Thanks.
You.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That sounded so fake. Oh, I thought DEKYI.
No, all this is ANJUM. No, I'm taking anything. Yeah. She brought herself. This is Rasku. That's good. Hi, my name is ANJUM. I'm from a design background. I run an interior design company, and I've been wanting to visit Japan for many years, and finally we made it to Japan in the year 2014 with the YPO, and it was my husband and my 2 children. Japan was just a dream come true for all of us in different areas, and Japanese food is one cuisine that I really enjoy the most. It's so diverse. So this is something that I had written down about Japan when I visited. So Japan has truly left me breathless. Tokyo still retains its old world charm, which was a lovely surprise. Kyoto was delightful, quaint and endearing. I loved walking on the stone-paved little lanes lined with old wooden homes, and trying to get a glimpse at a geisha in Gion. The cuisine is spectacular, outstanding. The temples and shrines are magnificent. A culture which has unparalleled sophistication and impeccable politeness. A placidness about the people which comes through from reverence. All in all, Japan to me was startling, a country and culture which needs to be revisited and to be absorbed in degrees. It's a country which I will visit again and again and again. Absolutely brilliant experience, right from visiting staying in a ryokan, eating that course meal. Unusual was when you visit in any country, when you get a Japanese menu, you have everything on that menu. You have the sushi, the sashimis, and then you have the robatayaki and the sobas and the tempura, everything on one menu. But in Japan, you can't get everything in one menu over there. If you want to eat a robatayaki, you have to go to a place that does robatayaki or a teppanyaki or a sashimi or a soba or So for us, I couldn't understand that. And the Wagyu, the Kobe beef has stuck with me since 2014. And everywhere I travel in the world, that's all I bring back.
We went to Hong Kong at the time. You went to some Japanese departmental store.
Yeah.
You
and
bought,
I just bought,
right?
just tons and
Kobe
tons of meat, yeah. So it's really nice to have Miho with us. In Japan, of course, I definitely will go back to see the sakura.
Yeah.
But Miho is going to be our guide. And
It's going to be very tough.
My mother's era, when she was growing up, that was the era when you had pen pals, when you wrote letters to your friends. That was in the 1940s and 50s.
Okay.
So my mother had Japanese pen pals.
Really?
Pen friends. Like
Wow,
you
so
wrote
cute.
a letter.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, Swati, with all that biryani?
1 second. Speechless. Guys, you want me to just dish it out for you in your plate?
Yeah.
Or you want a bowl?
What are those round things?
That's shawi kebab. You want to give me a plate?
It is mutton or
Actually, I think.
Here.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, darling.
Take one picture.
I love the potato.
I'm going to look at the
combination is
biryani
amazing
shop.
actually.
Okay, wait. Like one more picture. One more.
Yeah, come.
Guys, this is the dessert. Oh my god.
And that is the most phenomenal biryani ever from the house of the Jungs. And Miho-san, my Japanese friend, is not having sashimi. She's having biryani. Okay. This is how you dig when you dig into the rice.
Yeah.
All the nice masala, the spice, and the meat and the potatoes are right inside.
Like
and then
this.
you dig inside, and then she puts it right
That's not the way to take it out. That's not a nice piece.
And Anjum, you can leave some good pieces for me because I'm busy shooting right now.
Okay, darling.
Here's the table, but we women are behaving like scavengers and right into the kitchen. And then here are some of these other women. They look like they're having tea or coffee, but no. This is how Indians drink wine.
No.
Teacup.
Don't make us sound like
Actually,
villagers.
no. Indians from my store.
So mean. Even Atina, we don't have a glass.
And then the high fashion of India. You have torn jeans, Hermes shoes. Look at the H. It's not Haldiram's, it's Hermes. So this is what a vegetarian food looks like, right? It looks very nice. That's cottage cheese, paneer, cauliflower, potato,
Mushroom
rice. It looks really nice, but it's nothing compared to this. This is so yum. How are you feeling, Swat?
Fantastic.
I'm hungry.
How's the vegetarian queen feeling? And then here's the Japanese girl, and that's yummy food.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
sayonara.
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 Sayonara is goodbye.
Bye, no? I'll
Yeah.
say at the end. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Japan, the land of cherry blossom, discipline, cleanliness. Everything beautiful is Japan. I'm ARCHANA. I'm my beautiful friend, Japanese Miho's close friend and forum buddy.
Yeah.
And she's a standing example and representative of the beautiful country of Japan. I just love Japan and I'd always waited to be there and see the place myself, because everybody I've met and whoever spoke about Japan had only good things to say. So we did go there for our YPO event and it was just amazing. Most well-behaved people who respect others so beautifully. There's so much to learn from the Japanese. They're non-interfering people and very peace-loving people, as are the other customs, and very respectful people. I think they respect humanity basically more than anything else, and they care for the environment. Of course, the Japanese food needs no introduction. It's the most healthy food and has taken the world over now. Okay. And then we went to where the geisha, then we saw the sumo wrestling. And we did have a culinary class and it was so nice. They taught us how to do. We dressed up in kimonos. It was very beautiful. And then we stayed in Japanese home, you know, where we had to sit on the floor.
Yeah, it's called ryokan, like a traditional
Yes,
style,
yes,
right?
the traditional Japanese
tatami.
home.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. We were there, I think, for a week.
Okay.
Means like three
Quite
days
busy,
in
right?
different places. Yeah.
Did you take the...
We went to the Fuji mountain too.
Okay.
I love the bullet train. The ride
Oh, you
was so
took-
fantastic.
Yeah,
We're so
very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you say the whole thing. Then I'll say sayonara.
Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 1, 2, 3, 4.
Konnichiwa. Hi, my name is DEKYI. So I was born and brought up here in India, but I'm originally from Tibet. And ever since I've been in school, a lot of people, Indians across, and also whenever we travel, people have mistaken me to be a Japanese. And maybe that's why I love everything Japanese. So while at work, I used to follow the philosophy of Kaizen, which is small improvements. I love and follow the philosophy of the Ikigai, you know, finding my life purpose. And of course, wabi sabi, there's, you know, perfection and imperfection. And what I truly, truly, truly love, and that's not just myself, but my husband, my son, all of us, we can have sushi and sashimi for breakfast, lunch and dinner into 365 days. But we've traveled all over the world. We unfortunately haven't been to Japan. And we are now in December 2020, and in March, April, we thought during my son's spring break, we thought we'd go and visit Japan for the Sakura. But unfortunately, the COVID happened, and so we're hopefully we will get to visit Japan very soon, perhaps the next year or the following year. And I know that I'm going to thoroughly enjoy your most beautiful country. And of course, one of my biggest inspirations is my dear friend Miho. That's Miho. I just love her organization skills, you know, and she has all the perfect things of Japan, which she actually imbibes in our circle of friends, you know, and we truly look up to her. And
Thank you.
and yeah, and of course Miho cooks so well, and we love visiting her home and eating all this yummy Japanese food. And of course I keep teasing her with her fantastic English. My favorite rhyme with her is
Jack and Jilu went up the hillu, and she's going to call me irritating right now. Sayonara. See, I'm as Jack.
Japan was a very different experience than I think all of the trips which we have made. We were the group of 50 of us, and my kids were younger, and so Japan was a boon in terms of eating and the quality, the kind of gadgets we seen, and the life of Japanese. We had the insight to the Japanese culture. That was fantastic. I still remember going to a village called Kyoto and Mount Fuji mountain. That was fantastic experience. We wore the dress
Yukata?
yukata, and then we clicked the snaps, and then we stayed in one of the places where we had to sleep on the ground.
Ryokan.
That ground, and the footwear was very different, the way you surf was very different, teriyaki was different, the Japanese food was different. It was such a beautiful experience, and an insight to the Japanese culture.
But you're vegetarian,
Yes,
right?
we were
But could you
vegetarian.
manage to eat something?
We had tempuras.
Okay.
We had tempuras at that time, and the rice, and there were many other vegetables which was being served. And then Tokyo was a different experience, ball game altogether. There was a lot of good vegetables. There was nice fruits. The way it was being served was very different, and the quality, that sweetness of that fruit which we got that side, I don't think so I've ever got in Bangkok, or that is also known to be a fruit city. So overall, the Japanese trip was very nice, a very good insight to Japanese culture, very hard-working culture, I must say. So, and very caring, very affectionate to the guest who comes to their home. That was very nice. I feel that Japanese culture definitely gels with the Indian culture for that matter. So I feel that the culture is very similar. So I would love to take the kids again there.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miro. Thank you.
Hi. Hi, girls.